What toxic family tradition did you break that cost you everything? My family has this twisted tradition where the youngest child in each generation becomes the caretaker for everyone else, sacrificing their own life to support the family. No career, no relationships, just servitude. My grandmother did it. My aunt did it. They both died young, exhausted, and alone. When I turned 18, my family informed me it was my turn. I was expected to quit college, move back home, and spend my life caring for my parents, managing their finances, and eventually nursing them through old age. I refused. It's tradition, my mother said calmly, like she was explaining something obvious. Every generation has their caretaker. It's an honor. It's slavery, I responded. My father's face darkened. Your aunt gave her life to this family with dignity. She died at 45, alone and broke, after spending her entire life serving others. She died with honor, my mother insisted. I thought they'd eventually accept my decision. Instead, they began a calculated campaign to destroy my independence. First, they contacted my college and tried to withdraw me, claiming mental instability. I had to fight with administration, providing psychiatric evaluations to prove my sanity. Then they drained my college fund, money from my grandmother I thought was protected. Turns out my parents were co-signers and took every penny. Family money stays in the family, they said. They called my employer, telling them I was unreliable and mentally unstable. I lost my part-time job. They contacted my landlord with the same lies. I was nearly evicted before I could prove they were lying. My girlfriend, Rebecca, stood by me initially, until my family started showing up at her work, her parents' house, telling everyone she was dating someone who abandoned their sick, elderly parents. They made it sound like my parents were dying and I'd left them helpless. In reality, they were in their 50s and perfectly healthy. The harassment escalated. My siblings, who were happy to avoid caretaker duty, joined the campaign. They'd post on social media about their heartless youngest sibling who rejected family values. They'd share photos of my aunt, calling her a saint and me a disgrace to her memory. Rebecca couldn't handle the pressure. I can't build a life with someone whose family is this toxic, she said. They'll never stop. She was right. They never did. When I graduated college, no one from my family came. When I got my first real job, they sent messages to my coworkers about how I'd abandoned them. I had to explain the situation to HR and eventually change jobs to escape their reach. I moved across the country, changed my phone number, blocked them on everything, but they found me. They always found me. They'd send photos of my aunt's grave with messages like, she never abandoned us. They'd mail letters detailing my parents' minor health issues, implying I was letting them die. The final straw came when they contacted my fiance's family, told them their son was marrying someone who let their parents suffer. They painted such a convincing picture that my future in-laws begged their son to reconsider. My fiancé, Thomas, tried to stand by me, but the pressure was relentless. His parents threatened to cut him off if he married me. His siblings called me a sociopath. The wedding was called off. I love you, Thomas said, crying, but I can't lose my entire family for you. I lost mine for refusing to be their slave, I replied. Maybe that should tell you something, he said quietly. That was 5 years ago. I'm successful now, financially stable, free, but I'm alone. Every relationship ends when my past surfaces. Every employer questions my character when they learn I'm estranged from family. My therapist says I did the right thing, that breaking toxic traditions takes incredible courage. But courage doesn't keep you warm at night. Courage doesn't give you somewhere to go on holidays. Sometimes I get updates through mutual acquaintances. My parents are still healthy, still working, still don't need a caretaker. They've now targeted my cousin as the replacement caretaker. She's already quit her job to move back home. The tradition continues, just without me. I broke free, but freedom cost me everything else. Some nights, I wonder if my aunt felt this alone before she gave in. Then I remember she died alone anyway, just with family around to witness it. I broke the tradition, but I'm not sure I won.